Alright, so welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. KKC Productions here. And today I'm back with my Miata. I'm going to put on some brakes. The back pads should be in today, so while I'm doing the front, I will wait for the back ones to come in. So let's see here. Got the rotors, and jack stands, and all the brake fluid and parts, tools, and also the pads. And right here, you can see I got it jacked up, so while it's jacked up, I'm jacking up just a little bit more and put the jack stand under it. Make sure when you guys do this, you put up blocks in the back of the car so it doesn't move. So, as you can see, the blocks. Alright, so I'm going to put all the jack stands under it, and then we're going to get started on the brakes. Alright, so here we are. As you can see here, I got an air compressor. I got everything regulating at 90 psi. So, get everything up on the jack stands. Use these stock, right there. So here's my air tool. I got the right socket on it, and I got the air going through it. Just make sure if you guys don't have filters, you guys use this stuff right here. It's air tool oil, so get to taking these tires off, and then we can get started on the brakes. Alright. So I was trying to get them off, and the guys at Firestone put it on so dang hard that my air impact tool could not take it off. So I took that out of the video because it was pretty bad. And I gotta get the tire off and the next side over here, and then we'll get started. Sorry for that junk. So I just got the original tool back out here and started hitting it with the hammer just so I can get the bolt out. So it's out now I can get started on the wheel. Alright, so before I get started, I'm going to spray this stuff down with brake cleaner real quick, make sure that there's nothing here before we get started now. So just want to make sure that there's no asbestos or anything else in there. So you can see here that there's a bolt back there. Right there. So we'll take this bolt off here, and then that'll release it'll fold up, as we'll see, as when I start this. So, get that zoomed in right there. Alright. See if we can get everything working here. Alright. So now we got that, we can see here's the brake pads. These should just pull off. There's the back plating, which I'm pretty sure the new brake pads have. Yep, and a plate right on the back. And they should just peel out. Alright, there they are. And you can see these are bad. There is nothing left at all. So they're like 3/4 the way gone. So these brake pads are garbage. It's the same for the other side here. Pull this plate off. And pull the brake. Alright, so after experimenting a little bit, I am going to have to take off this bolt, and also the one I took out here, which comes out now because I undid it. And then there's another bolt out in the back here, if you can see it. There's one right there, and there's one down at the bottom around here that I want to take out also. And then I can finally remove this out. So let's try that out and see where we get. There we go. There, much better. Okay, now that we got that out, the next thing we got to do is take this bolt out, and right here another bolt. So after me banging these bolts out a few times, they loosened up. So let's take the bottom out first. These bolts actually look really good. I mean, it is a southern car, so the bolts usually, they look really good. So just hold this part and I take it out. It's a big bolt. There we go. That's it. So here's the other piece. Now we should be able to access the rotor and fix that up. Everything looks good. This should come off. You just take a hammer, start rotating it while you hit it, so should work. Plus it's really caked on. I don't think these have ever been changed, so that's the problem. Never been changed. There we go. And there's the old ones. They look horrible. Very rusted and warped real bad. You can see a lining in between. It's like flat here and the lining there is horrible. So let's put these out, get them out of here. Make sure when you put the new pads, the new rotor on, you don't touch it with your gloves, because I'm pretty sure it's got grease and oil, as I just changed the oil on this car with these gloves. So make sure you don't touch the pads. So I'm gonna go get some temporary gloves for the moment, and then we'll be back. Clean off some of the guts. See, it's pretty black. And then I can use this rag here and wipe off some of the dirt, as it is pretty dark and black in there. So there we go. I won't show you guys the other side because this is basically the same exact thing. So, and then I'll just go straight to the back and you guys can see how to put those on. Alright. So I took the brake pads out, and here's the brake pad, and then here's the old one. So you can really tell the difference, that there is absolutely none left at all. So this will really be good as we change this out. Air compressor's running in the background, sorry about that. Air must be slowly coming out, so just make sure you put these in the right way, and then we'll be on our way. Alright, so I finally did it. I used my original tool here that came with the car, and I put it right in here, and I just pressed the cylinder this way so it pressed it in. It worked the best way. So now I'm just going to connect everything back up in the tire, and I'm going to clean this up with the brake parts cleaner. Make sure I don't have any of this residue left on here from my gloves, because you'll smell that when you start braking. So we'll finish tightening up all the screws here, and then we'll be all right. So here we are with the back brake. I already did it. I did both the brakes because I was having a bit of a problem, but the rotors came off and just for reference of people, to make sure you guys got it. So what you guys want to do is there should be a bolt. The camera can pick it up. It's getting dark. Right about there. That little bolt sticking out right here, where my finger's touching. So it has a cover on it, looks like this. So make sure you take the cover off, and then you can reach that bolt, and then it'll be able to flip this unit up. And then the next thing is there's this little plug here. It fits right next to another bolt in the back here. So if you see a bolt, there's one where my finger is right there, there's one right next to it, which is this, and you got to use an Allen key and use the Allen key, whoops, dropped it, inside of the thing, and you'll turn it obviously the other direction because the way it's facing, that means my battery's dying on my camera. How nice. When you use it down here and plug it into that spot, the little key, you got to use it. It'll push the piston back, and then you can push it in and it'll come. And then as soon as you're done, like I just finished pretty much, you can see that if I turn this, it moves. So now what you're going to do is you're going to turn that Allen key to tighten it eventually until you can't move it, and then slightly undo it, and then you can move it one more time, so that'll give it the right setting for getting your e-brake to work and your regular brakes, obviously. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope it helped. I mean, it was a pain in the butt for me to do it, so let's hope everything I went over, we just helped you guys out, and then you guys can figure out how to fix it yourself. And I also bled the brakes, which is a little bit. You just use a little bottle with some aquatic tubing inside, and you just go to each side and bleed each side and have someone press the brakes for you. Just make sure you fill up the tank where the brake fluid goes in, the .3. So thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.